From a leaked Dragon Ball Z crossover to the new Charge SMG, these are 20 secrets you missed in Fortnite's new update. Today we received a huge POI on the island, and it's probably one of the most unique locations of Chapter 3. On the surface it looks like a regular old temple, but there's some odd things happening here. If you walk around you can find symbols and runes on the ground, and each one has a different color. This is actually a puzzle, and it changes every single game. If you follow the trail of colors, it becomes a 4-part code, and you can input these into the rocks. Once you solve it, this happens. When you head down this long corridor, make sure to pay attention to the ground. There are pressure plates and booby traps that shoot poison darts at you. Once you've avoided those, you make it to the final room. And if you've seen Indiana Jones, you'll be familiar with the iconic golden idol scene. This is the exact same room, but it has a golden tomato head instead. So if you pick this up, it is time to run. You'd assume that we get a nice reward for beating the temple puzzle, but all that you really get is a secret room with 2 legendary chests. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it turns out there's even more loot waiting for you. Yes, there's a secret room inside this secret room. Across from the chest, you can spot a sealed stone door. While we had no idea how to get into this place, it was completely unbreakable, but there had to be a way to get in here. After experimenting, we eventually discovered that if you use Indiana Jones' special emote in front of the door, it actually opens. Inside, you can find more chests and ammo boxes, so do not forget this secret the next time you find yourself in the temple. But something that has completely divided the community is Fortnite's brand new gun. Today's update surprisingly dropped a Charge SMG into the game, and it's ridiculous. You can power it up in the exact same way as a charged shotgun, but instead of letting out a single blast, this SMG drains the entire magazine. It does a ton of damage to builds and is already becoming a nightmare for people who hate the spray meta. Now luckily, it's not that great in actual combat unless you have a purple or a gold one, but it's a pretty good tool for destroying builds and phasing through boxes, just not that great in zero builds. Although, today's update has actually given us a brand new way to build in this mode. On the ground and in chests, we could find the Porta-Fort. Not only has this returned, but it's available in zero builds, which is going to completely switch up the game. Some people love this and others hate it, but a lot of the community is really unhappy because the new gun has replaced the combat SMG. Yes, you can no longer find it in default or competitive playlists. But in happier news, the Lonely Henchman story has continued even further. Around the map, you can now find them with some new friends. The IO Guard has joined the group and they're now partying in places like Sleepy Sound. And soon, we'll be able to celebrate in an even more incredible way, because today's update has revealed an upcoming Skatepark Poi. In the next few weeks, we'll get a floating location that is a fully fledged skate park. This comes after a recent leak which unveiled that Epic are working on a new skating mechanic. We already have crouching, sliding, and parkour, but it's going to be amazing when roller skates are at it. We can see this new POI as soon as 2 weeks from now. There's also an upcoming event that sounds huge, but before I talk about it, there's a leak that has sent the entire community into a frenzy. Data miners have found an unreleased prop that looks like this. While some people overlook this as any other model, this is actually our first look at an upcoming crossover. Fans of Dragon Ball Z will immediately recognize this logo as Capsule Corp, a company from the anime. This confirms that we'll be finally getting a Dragon Ball collab in Season 3, and we might even know when to expect it. On August 19th, the Dragon Ball superhero movie releases in the US, and there is no better time for a crossover. While we wait for this to happen, Fortnite is working on its annual summer event, and it sounds like it could be bigger than ever this time around. It'll be called No Sweat Summer and will include challenges, free cosmetics, and brand new items like the roller skates. It might even go further, adding motorcycles and new POIs, but we'll also be getting the return of beach balls. This is where things get even more interesting, as we will soon have to track down a hidden relic belonging to Darth Vader. In some upcoming challenges, we'll have to find this artifact, which is actually a Sith holocron. This might be a teaser for some more Star Wars skins such as Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. I mean, they are leaked. A lot of people think we might also get Han Solo, as he has been teased in previous seasons, but let's be honest, it'll be kind of weird to have Indiana Jones and Han Solo in the same season. We also have one new encrypted set in the update, codenamed Funny Sofa. Although these codenames don't usually mean much, a lot of people think it could be a reference to Simpsons or Family Guy. It's also important to note that we are expecting a Dead by Daylight crossover in Season 3, with Meg Thomas rumored to be coming to Fortnite. Luckily, we have our first look at a brand new skin bundle which is releasing this week. It's called Squad Origins, and there are a ton of outfits based on Chapter 1. Each style is themed around a season, and they look awesome. And if you don't have any V-Bucks, don't worry, because Fortnite will soon be giving away a brand new Galaxy set. A tournament will let us earn the skin, along with the pickaxe, spray, and back bling. So, if you manage to earn anything from the cup, don't worry, your locker isn't going to become even more cluttered, because Fortnite is working on a new archive feature. Soon, we'll actually be able to hide skins and items, and it's basically a way to banish skins that we don't like and a great way to clean up our lockers. Now don't worry, it won't delete anything from your account, it just kind of puts them into a separate category, so I cannot wait for this one. I mean, my locker's a mess. And throughout Season 3, we have seen the reality tree spreading all across the island. It's been taking over a ton of POIs and completely changing them. And luckily, we have a good idea of what location will be affected next. Reality routes are about to spread to Sleepy Sound, so expected to change by the end of the week. Well, that's not all, because the Daily Bugle and Condo Canyon have also gotten some new routes in the files. People will be excited to hear about this because we're all getting pretty tired of the Daily Bugle. It might finally get the changes we've been waiting for in Season 3. The construction at Tilted Towers is also going to be updated next week, and one of the buildings is almost complete. Soon, construction will progress even more, and we'll also be able to vote on the community-made buildings. These Block 2.0 POIs will replace the empty spaces at Tilted. But who knows how long it'll be safe, because just outside Tilted Towers, the 0 point is already going to become more unstable throughout the season. But it wouldn't be Fortnite if the 0 point didn't destabilize yet again. But soon we'll see shockwaves and pulses causing even more POIs to change. The Xander skin has also been secretly updated with new items like a spray, emoticon, and banner. All of these have the codename of Refer a Friend, so it looks like we'll soon be able to grind out these challenges and get his entire set for free. And since we'll all be playing a lot of Fortnite to complete those quests, you'll eventually come across the small updates around the map. Yes, the Rock family is still kicking. Since Season 2, we've seen them resurface from the sand and set up their new home on the island, now relaxing by the beach. This week, they've got a whole pile of books finished, more slurp kegs to drink, and the child has even upgraded his sandcastle. 2 new NPCs were also added to the island: Panther, who spawns near the Tilted Towers gas station, as well as Evie, who spawns at the Midas restaurant. The area was even renamed to Syndica Shoals just for her. And that's not the only update Evie got today. This is probably one of the more random changes in Fortnite history, but if you compared Evie from last week to her skin today, you can see a pretty weird change. It's just really random. But an update that makes more sense is that Epic are adding even more NPCs for the summer, such as Unpeely, Summer Drift, and Boardwalk Ruby. And there's someone else we've been waiting to see ever since Season 2. The story of Truckosaurus has been teased, and thanks to the new update, it is finally starting to come together. The pile of crash cars just outside Coney Crossroads is now coming to life, with the cars beginning to form the legs, and I cannot wait for the other parts to be attached. And as we watch these small updates change throughout the season, we'll be getting more weekly quests too. Today's update also added a whole new batch of quests for you to earn XP from, as well as a new milestone for the Ripsaw launcher. Well, it turns out XP isn't the only thing you'll be able to earn, because a new variety of new styles to unlock for Snap, as well as an updated version of Beach Jewels with tattoos on her legs. We also received an extra style for Indiana Jones, so when you go to unlock him, don't forget to grab his bonus style too. It looks like we'll also be seeing the return of the Horde Rush LTM soon, has been completely updated to work once again. We even have a possible look at other upcoming LTMs, as files for both the Getaway and Air Royale were also added back to the game. With the summer event right around the corner, a Dragon Ball crossover in the works, and this mysterious temple on the map, I cannot wait for the end of this season. It's everything you need to know about today's Fortnite update. Hope you all enjoyed it. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.